A while ago, a special one-shot comic came out that I now finally have time to talk about. Let's talk about the time everything turned black, white and blue. We jump right in with Opaline scolding Misty about not getting her the dragonfire. Classic abusive mom behavior. She sends Misty down into the cellar to get a flute. But Misty finds something different in that mess. A secret room. And in there, she finds a mysterious artifact. She for some reason suspects it to be a magic remover and sets out to use it. In Maritime Bay, it's time for a movie night with some unicorn classics, and Misty is joining this assortment of characters. With some snacks, she settles down next to Pip, and neither of those have seen those movies before, and they seem to have a fun night. But it gets late, so Hitch is going home with Sparky, while the others stay for a sleepover. And as is tradition, it's time for some pranks. The girls use that Zip and Pip are already asleep, and have some fun with decorating them with some arts and crafts. Now it's time for an old-fashioned pillow toss. It goes back and forth between the creatures, but in the middle of it, Misty leaves and uses the artifact she found, and it doesn't drain magic, but colors. In all of Maritime Bay, leaving only black, white and blue. The ponies are shocked, and first think that really all color is gone, until seeing Misty, who is basically still as normal. Hitch got it. Everything except blue is gone. Zip immediately accuses Misty of having something to do with it, but Hitch stops her. This is really weird. Everything is blue, but they can't waver. They need to work on this. Hitch gives out assignments to everyone before splitting up. Misty stays with Izzy, who is in charge of the kids, and she keeps the mood up with some flapjacks. And while eating, Violet proposes the idea of putting on a show until the color returns. They go into the basement and gather everything they can to put on your old-fashioned show. Violet talks to Misty about it, and notices that this will help Misty feel less out of place with her color. She also kinda wants to talk to Izzy about it, but she thinks it would just mess up everything more. Izzy heard that, and she loves messes. One pony's mess can be another pony's treasure. That's why she unicycles so much. And now she wants to show Misty the magic of unicycling. Meanwhile, Violet and Sky are walking through a very depressing town, but the kids want to change that. With the fashion show, and some fun with the blue they have left. Like a feather boa they use as a nice jump rope. And now, while the kids go to the beach, Misty and Izzy go through a trash can to find some stuff to unicycle. Dumpster diving, if you will. And what they find is a lamp. And even if someone threw it away, you never know if you can save it until you tried. Finding the beauty in something broken. Izzy picks up on something in Misty here, and unicycles a small office for herself. She has noticed that something has been wrong all day. And Misty actually opens up. She feels out of place with her color. Ponies are staring at her and she gets uncomfortable, and isn't able to do what she wants. Make friends. But Izzy knows what to do. Let's head out and have fun at the bluest place in town. The beach. Where the others are playing a game, even if some of them don't quite get it. The rest is playing in the water, and everyone is having a great time. Izzy pulls Misty in to join in, and they go in. But for some reason, they take the boxes with them. And of course, they fall into the water. But Izzy doesn't seem to mind. Misty is confused that she isn't getting mad or yelling at Sunny, because it's not a big deal. Nothing some polishing can fix. This goes for people too. To make them shine brighter than before, and it makes her really happy. But now it's time for the fashion show, and it's already going. And while the ponies enjoy it, Misty moves back to the Bright House. She doesn't want her friends to be colorless. She is going towards her change of heart, and with destroying the artifact, color floods back into town. And with it, the joy spreads throughout the ponies. And doing all of this, Misty has learned that she doesn't need to be perfect, and that she has great friends. Her mindscape and her development stays one of the most interesting things in G5. This comic wasn't bad, I quite enjoyed it. There was actually stuff happening and the story progressing. And it fits nicely into the timeline of Misty's reformation process before the end of chapter 4. And this is also her first comic appearance, so I hope it won't be her last. The story itself was good too. I assume I wasn't the only one to think of the last special of G4 and the Rainbow Generator, though it looks and seems different here. This really uses the comic style well, with Misty and her expressions, as well as the black and white and blue concept. But what do you think of this comic? Is it better than the other ones we got lately? How do you like Misty and the comic style? Let me know, join my Discord if you want to discuss some more. Thanks to my patrons, especially to Maverick, and until next time for the bonus, fellas, and bye.